Here we go. Welcome to the Blender world. Once you install the Blender software and click open it up at the very first time, this is what you're going to see. As you can see here on the right hand corner, this is the version of the Blender that I'm currently using. The reason I'm using the alpha, which is not the stable version, I just want to have a fresh look to looking through a very default setting perspective to show you what you're going to expect when you open it up with no customized settings. So as you can see here, when we're looking at this window, immediately they are showing what's the language you want to do and the shortcut and the select with the left, whatever, blah blah. These I usually don't touch any of these. And also you see this, it said load 3.0 setting, so which means I already have 3.0 before, and that's the stable version I recommend you guys to download. If you're absolutely new Blender user, you can just save new settings. You don't need to load previous settings because since you never have it. But if you already had Blender in the past, you have done some customized settings in your software, you might just click that to load the previous settings. You save a lot of time to redo it, and also it actually work in the way that you usually work. Well, for this time, we're just going to do save new settings. So this is, I assuming all of you guys just never used Blender before. This is your very first time. So I'm just gonna click that. So save at that. So as you can see here, these are some like general new files. You can click general 2D animations. They just kind of want you to open doing something that according to specific functions, they setting up the interface for you. So for us, we're just gonna do general. And this, what you're going to see. And this is the entire interface of the software when you open it up by default. As you can see here, we'll have quite a bit of different tabs. So layout, modeling, we can click that, left click, sculpting, UV editing, texture painting, shading, animation, yeah, blah blah, geometry node. You want to know all that. So for this master class, and since the stuff we're very into it is the photorealistic product rendering, some of the tabs that you want probably not going to use it, like compositing or scripting, and also we don't do animation. So there are a lot of tools in this softwares, but we are just kind of focusing on the stuff that we wanted to use and that we wanted to do. Okay, and also you can see here on the sidebar we have quite a bit of settings. They can be overwhelming, but please just chill. You know, we are going to take step by step to really understand what we need and what is this software about. I'm actually holding the mouse. If I'm a left click, you know, I can drag a box and nothing moves in here, but you can see here whenever I drag something, it's being highlighted with the orange color and the outline, which means being selected. As you can see here, right hand side, it said camera, cube, and light. Yeah, that's everything we see here. And if I right click, and I can have it pop out the menu, it doesn't actually do anything, and I don't recommend you to mess up with this. How can we actually navigating within this interface? So the magic button actually is the middle mouse button. If I click the middle mouse button and hold it, and I can just move, right? Yeah, suddenly the entire interface is moving. You know, I'm scrolling down and up and down, so you can see here I can zoom in and out, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much like how can you navigating this scene. And you can see this is, we call this 3D world. Another key that you will often use to hold shift key, and then click the middle mouse button, then you can actually panning, right? You can just drag like that. So how I feel that is I'm basically just holding certain areas in the middle mouse. I just drag this areas when I hold shift key. Okay, without holding shift key, I'm just kind of rotating or the scrolling in this scene. So that's how you do it, and then you scrolling in and up and down to kind of zoom in and out. Okay, so that's pretty much how you're navigating this scene. So we can holding shift, so we can just move towards to different that. And another thing that you notice is within the scene, you will see some colors going on. So you have seen a green color line and red color line. And apparently, if you pay attention, if you look at the right hand side, they actually have some similar stuff going on. So basically, this in this 3D port, and then you have X axis, the Y axis, and Z axis. So that's kind of like what is actually showing here, X, Y, and Z. The left hand side, if you hit T, they can actually showing something utilizing these tools, but for our purpose of this tutorial, we're not going to using this menu. And if I hit N, right side, there's some menu pop out, so you can do something later. I will show you specifically later on. I mentioned that for the previous videos that numbers is really important on the full keyboard. So if I hit number 1 on the number pad key, then we will see here on the left hand side is a front view. So this is actually the front view. And 3 will be the right view, and hit 7 will be the top view. If I hold Control, hit number 1, that'll be the back. And if I hold Control number 3, that'll be the left. And if I hit Control with 7, that'll be the bottom. So having that, and also having this your mouse, you can actually navigating this 3D scenes very easily. If your mouse actually have customized or programmable buttons on the side, that you can use your thumb to quickly control that, to program your key to the 1, 3, and 7. So that what you're gonna do, you can just simply, like what I did right now, clicking the key on the mouse using my thumb, I can navigating to the front, right, and top view. So yeah, so that's about it for this part of navigation and the interface intro, and I will see you in the next video.